Imagine this. You've just created this wicked Power Apps solution and it handles all your business needs, but there's this nagging feeling that you need to test and deploy it properly. So I'm here, my friend, to guide you through a journey where we'll conquer this fear and put your app out in the world like a pro. Let's dive right in, shall we? When you develop a Power Apps application, you've got a shiny new digital tool that's probably doing some serious heavy lifting for your organization. It could be anything from automating customer service interactions to managing inventory in real time, and let's face it, you're pretty proud of your creation. But before you hand it off to the world, you've gotta make sure it's as good as it can be. Testing is like giving your app a pre-launch party, where its performance is the guest of honor. We need to ensure it can handle the real-life scenarios that your users will throw at it without any drama. Plus, it's got to keep your company's sensitive data secure. So, we start by writing automated tests that simulate user actions and verify the app's behavior, because if it's not responsive, or it takes a toll on the server, well, that's a recipe for disaster. Now, deploying the app. That's where things get interesting. We want to deploy to the environment that mirrors the real deal as closely as possible. This often turns out to be an Azure-hosted Power Apps instance because, believe me, I adore Azure and all its awesome features. But before you throw caution to the wind and set sail in that direction, let's talk about some critical steps. Firstly, we need to set up a dedicated app for live testing, one that's isolated and mimics your production environment to catch any last-minute bugs. This way, when we deploy, we are confident that we are not sending your users down a rabbit hole. Security can't back down, though, right? So, alongside the isolated testing app, we ensure that everything's sealed tighter than a drum, only allowing specific folks access, encrypting the data, and making it so only you people with the right keys can get into this digital fortress. But let's talk deployment, cause this is the big scene where your app gets its chance to shine, or maybe even stumble. Here, we use the Publish button in Power Apps, but we don't just do it blind. We've been watching this mock deployment live with our test cases running, and bingo, when we get to this point, we say, this is it. This is how it's rolling out. And then, the big leap. We are ready, right? The deployment to production. But this, my friend, isn't just putting up the switch. It's like you are introducing a newborn to the world. You start with a handful of initial users, monitoring everything like hawks, and gradually let it loose. You use feature toggles if need be, allowing you to turn things on and off without major surgery if something doesn't pan out. Throughout all of this, you are not a lone wolf, either. You've got a team on your side, working seamlessly to observe, adjust, and reap the benefits while keeping an eye on everything that might be screwy. Communication's key, and it's not just about relaying problems, but also celebrating milestones and learning through the entire process. Once you've set this up, let's say, with a couple hundred active users and a steady stream of feedback, your heart's beating a little faster, isn't it? It's showing promise, but now, it's all about continuous improvement. You analyze usage stats, user feedback, and tweak the app, because remember, power tools should always be sharpened, never left unattended. And there we have it, the epic tale of your Power Apps journey from the development ground to the public eye. Because when it all wraps up, your app is not just a tool, it's your digital legacy that stands out, not just because it did the job, but because it was crafted and deployed with precision, reliability, and foresight. And so, Should you ever find yourself facing these challenges again, don't shy away. Dive in, get your hands dirty, and remember, it's not just about getting there, it's about how you get there. So, visit neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab, where we tackle and embrace the digital craft together. Now, go forth and conquer. Visit neeraj.qzz.io and subscribe to TechLab.